team session. I'm slipping. Okay, my question is, be brave. Where do these fixed mindsets come from?
Response from the adults around.
Yeah, which ones in particular? Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I am a teacher, right? And just for the record, I blame parents for everything. I mean, just absolutely everything. I do. Now, of course, I'm also a parent. And I blame teachers, right? For absolutely everything. It's socialization. It's the messages that we say. It's the responses to the messages, no doubt from significant people in our life, therefore adults around us. It's socialization. But here's the thing. The science says that babies are born with a growth mindset. 100% of them. And I'm happy to agree with that because I think actually they're the literal definition of growth. Because they are literally always in a position of stretch. They are stretching for that thing that's just outside their reach. And they might not get it this time, but they've got effort to propel them, and eventually they do. And when they get this thing, they put it straight into their mouths because they are learning machines. But 40% of our babies turn into fixed mindset people. And I think it's the messages. I'm going to give you a list of words that will seem to you really, really lovely, but they're fixed mindset. They're problematic. Are you ready? Here we go. Genius. Quick-witted. Perfect pitch. God-given talent. And natural. These are fixed mindset because in this list, effort not needed. You're great because you were born. I'm now going to give you another list, right, that is obvious, that is equally as fixed, though not obviously so. Not genius, or rather more obviously so. Not genius, but religion. Not quick-witted, but slow-witted. Not perfect pitch, but tone-deaf. Not God-given talent, not blessed. Blessed. He's not blessed. Not a natural, a numpty. I'm an English teacher. I love that word, numpty. I don't think they have that word in any other English-speaking country in the world. It's a glorious word. But I hate its connotations. In the genius list, effort not needed. In the village idiot list, effort will make no difference. They're both fixed. To this one, the genius one, we could add gifted and talented. Yeah, thank you for laughing at that. How the hell do we know that the reason they're good at it is because they're gifted when there is no test to be able to determine how intelligent you are at birth? It's bonkers. Or maybe I'll accept talent because maybe talent is the product of practice, but gifted, no. And maybe in this list, the village idiot list, we can add send and dyslexia and autism, and ADHD. I'm not saying that those things don't exist, right? But I'm saying that with them, often there's a fixed mindset attitude. Yeah, she takes him down to the GP's, right, to get the Ritalin. So he's got the Ritalin. Now, Mum doesn't give him the Ritalin this morning, right? So he's running riots on the corridor. We had to put him to base with Mrs. Jenkins. I mean, that's the day of complete washout. It's those strategies and effort and feedback have now no role to play. If you were to call me something on the genius list, I'd love that. I mean, I would really love it. Genius would be my favourite, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'd be happy with natural. And if you said that to me, I'd love it so much, right, that what I want to do is protect your view of me. Right? Do you see what I mean? So what I would do is, around you, I would make sure that I don't take risks. Because if I take risks, I might fail. And if I fail, then you won't think I'm a natural. In fact, right, around you, I'm not going to work hard. Because if I work hard, then I can't be a natural. Because naturally, I should just come easily. So therefore, I guess, around you, you know that progress I was making? I begin to plateau, wouldn't I? Do you know what I mean? I might even, over time, fall back. I don't think, what time do I have to be finished by? Is it 12?
I do.
And if I go over 12, is that really, really bad?
No, but we'll have to pack up quickly, but we can do that.
Who's good at keeping up? You know, like, I used to be brilliant. I could do 8. Someone said to me once they could do 9. I didn't believe them. Have a little look at this guy. This guy's really good at keeping up. That's lovely. What a lovely man. Let's just take a quote from what the commentator said. He said, Andrew took up his hobby after a close friend died. Well, okay. And soon discovered he was a natural. He now practices for 2 hours a day, and he's already well known in his hometown. We saw the grammar school girls there up on the top, didn't we, giving a bit of support. I don't know if you noticed that. But the 2 words clearly that stand out from there are natural and practices. You do anything for 2 hours a day, anything, and you're going to get really, really good at it, right? Anything. But maybe in a way, he does have a brain that allows him to do keepy uppy. Maybe in a way, he is a natural, right? Maybe you are a natural at keepy uppy too. I'm not suggesting for a moment that you want to do keepy uppy. That's a different question. But you're a natural at it. In fact, I'm going to argue that you are. We've all got brains that can do keepy uppy. All of us. We also have brains that can do maths and French and biology and music and geography and drama and Spanish and dance and English and philosophy and chess, like the Poga sisters, and a whole range of other things, including, by the way, punting. But if we don't think that we've got brains that can do those things, if we don't think that we've got a brain that can do keepy uppy or maths or French or biology or music or geography or drama or Spanish or dance or English or philosophy or whatever it is, then we have a fixed mindset about intelligence. And the problem with a fixed mindset about intelligence is this: it's self-fulfilling. It will prove itself true. It works like this. I can't do this, is the thought. That generates behaviour like avoidance, or giving up early, or discounting feedback, so that eventually you can't do it. And then you can have a new thought that goes, see, I knew I couldn't do it. Luckily, growth mindset stuff is self-fulfilling too. I can do this, which generates behaviours like embracing the challenge and persisting, that stickability, and listening to and incorporating feedback so that you end up being able to do it, which then creates this thought. See, I knew I could do it. As she said, the way your mindset affects how intelligent you are. I can't because I just can't do it because I'm going to be late, and, but I will stay on at the end if anyone wants to ask me questions. Is that fair? Carol Dweck was asked this question: is praise important? The answer to that is yes, very. And the way that she wanted to find this out was this: she got 400 10, 11, 12-year-olds, right? And she did an experiment on them. So they didn't know that they were doing an experiment. They just thought they were coming along to do a nice test with the nice lady, right? And she divided these kids, they didn't know they were in groups, into group 1 and group 2. And she did task 1 with them. Task 1 was a spatial awareness IQ type test. Now, regardless of how well they did, psychologists are sneaky, she told each and every one of them, you got 80%. She said to the group in group 1, you got 80%. You must be really bright to have achieved such a high mark. In other words, they were praised for intelligence. To group 2, she said, you got 80%. In other words, not praised. She then asked them the question. She said, oh, would you like to do an easy or hard task next? What percentage of group 1, the group that were praised for intelligence, chose the hard task, do you think? I mean, all of them, like 90, 95%, 99, 100%. In fact, 35%. That's weird. That's counterintuitive. However, therefore, the group that's not praised must be lower than that. The answer is 55% of them took the hard task. That's weird. She then did task 2. Task 2 was 2 years above their average age level, right? So therefore, significantly harder. She asked them a question. She said, oh, did you enjoy that? Would you like to take some home? Group 1, the group that were praised for intelligence, said, no, we didn't. No, we don't. Group 2, not praised, 50-50. This is weird, isn't it? And by the way, it's been repeated time and time again with primary school kids, with adolescents, and with adults too. They then did task 3. Task 3 was task 1. We visited same sorts of questions, the same sort of level. What happened to group 1 scores? Did they go up? Did they go down? Or did they stay the same? Well, look, let's be fair. once bitten, twice shy, this time I'll tell you, they went down on average 8%. In one of the experiments, they went down by 20%. In group 2, the group that were not praised, no change. She then said to the children, okay, children, using this written activity, I want you to go back to your schools, please, and share your scores with your peers. She was interested to know how many would lie. So this share score is really a lie score. Who would say that they did better than they really did, right? Group 1, the group that praised intelligence, how many lied? 38% said they did better than they really did. Group 2, 14%. All this is true. Send me an email. I'll send you all the research and the PowerPoint stuff I've got. It's yours to do with what you want. The email address is on the bit of paper in front of you. All this is true, bar one thing. Not 2 groups, but 3. And group 3 was cunningly called, I think, group 3. And like groups 1 and group 2, they did task 1, and like 1 and 2, they were told that they got 80% right. Specifically, they were told this. You got 80%. You must have tried really hard to achieve such a high mark. In other words, they were praised for effort. They asked the question, would you like to do an easy or a hard task next? Well, 90%, what was it? 35% of group 1, 55% of the group that were not praised, 90% of group 3 who praised for effort chose the hard task. Now we've got a high number. They were asked the question, did you enjoy that? Would you like to take some home? No, said the group that praised for intelligence. 50-50, said the other group. Yes, we do. We want to show our mummies, said the adults. They then did task 3, 8% drop, no change, thank you, and a 12% increase. In one of them, 30% increase. And 13% of them, only 13% of them, inflated their scores. And all this happened as the result of just one sentence of praise. Either you must be really bright to have achieved such a high mark, or you must have tried really hard to have achieved such a high mark. My quick question to you is, why the difference? And 10 seconds in your pairs, why the difference? Okay, thank you. That was 17 seconds again. I'm losing my touch. Why the difference? So, which is the thing that you can change? Effort. Madam, what were you going to say?
One's a fixed mindset, one's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think combined, I think there we have the answer. This is what Dwecker says. She says, praising intelligence induces a fixed mindset. It can do it with growth mindset kids. Praising effort induces a growth mindset. It can do it with fixed mindset kids. Praising intelligence makes children feel good. Look, we're educators. It's in part the reason we do it. But it can create a fear of failure. Praising effort also makes children feel good. Great, thumbs up to that, and it builds up resilience to setbacks. Praising intelligence means that children take it personally when they fail. That must be the case, because you've induced a fixed mindset view that is innate and fixed about your intelligence. Praising effort means that children see failure as a stage in the process of getting something right, which it fundamentally is. Praising intelligence tells children that they do not have to work hard to perform well. Worse, if they do have to work hard, then maybe they're not that intelligent after all. Praising effort tells children that performance, grades, progress, achievement is the result of hard work. And I would put in brackets after that, and listening to and incorporating feedback. 5-minute video. I think every educator should see this. It's vital.